Buddy, I'm just going to be talking to you about some of the upcoming UFC events. It's a very exciting time to be an MMA fan at the moment, with a lot of good events coming up. Of course, you've got Khabib and Dustin Poirier, which is a really good one we're all looking forward to. Of course, as well, we've got UFC on ESPN3, Francis Ngannou versus Junior Dos Santos, an incredible fight. My pick for that, I've got to pick Junior Dos Santos in my opinion, because I think he's a more accurate striker, and I just think he's got that experience, and I think he's the better striker. Francis Ngannou is someone with that ridiculous power, who is very dangerous no matter who they're facing, just due to that power. But Dos Santos has got that power too. He's also got the speed, he's got the cardio, he's got the IQ, and I think he's got what it takes to beat Ngannou. But it's a fight that I'm very looking forward to, and I'm sure every fight fan around the world is as well, because it's such an exciting fight. So I'm very interested to that one. I'd like to see your comments down below as to what you think and your predictions. It's just a case of who catches who. I think it's not going to end in a decision, although it could, but I think this is one where we're going to be seeing a knockout, either from Ngannou or from Dos Santos. And then there's UFC 239, Jon Jones versus Thiago Santos. This is a really big fight with huge implications. Jon Jones, obviously someone who is on a tear at the moment. Well, not even at the moment. He's been on a tear his whole career. He looks pretty unbeatable, and I don't think Thiago Santos is the person to beat him, but he is a very dangerous fighter and has a lot of power, and he's someone who will come forward and take the fight to Jon Jones, which could be a threat. But I just think Jon Jones is someone with too high of a fight IQ to let that happen. I think he's the better striker and the better grappler, and just the better fighter overall, and anywhere where the fight goes, really. I think the place where Thiago Santos could maybe have a bit of success would be up close with the tight hooks and things like that, but I just see Jon Jones getting that win, maybe with a finish, round 3, round 4 maybe, who knows, it might not go that far. Then Amanda Nunes versus Holly Holm is also the co-main event to that card, a very interesting fight. To be honest, I don't see Amanda Nunes getting beat. I'm a big fan of Holly Holm, I think most people are, and a lot of people are fans of Amanda Nunes too, but I just think Nunes really can take the fight to Holly Holm. Both very experienced and well-rounded strikers. Holly Holm being a very excellent kickboxer, very skillful striker, and Amanda Nunes more of a boxing style, but an incredible fighter. Pretty good jiu-jitsu game as well from her. That's a fight I'm looking forward to, but I'm going to pick Amanda Nunes for that one. I just think she's going to be the aggressor in that fight, and she's going to land more shots. I think she could get the finish, actually, just basing it off that Cyborg performance and a couple of other performances of hers. She's very powerful, very accurate, and she's a killer in there. I don't think she has any fears at all, so I do think she will take the fight to Holly Holm. Also on that event, it's a very, very good event. Jorge Masvidal versus Ben Askren. A very, very interesting fight, which I'm looking forward to. I like both fighters in this one, but I'm more of a Ben Askren fan myself. He's a very exciting fighter. Well, some people don't find that wrestling too exciting, but I like the way he speaks. I like his personality, and I quite like watching him fight too. He's obviously a very experienced wrestler, very, very good grappler. Jorge Masvidal, quite a good grappler too, but obviously known for his striking from his street fighting days, backyard brawls. An excellent striker, quite a Muay Thai technical fighter. I'm going to go with Ben Askren for this one, mainly because I want him to win, but also I think he can control him on the ground, like he said. He did actually say that he'd grappled with Masvidal before, and he just could ragdoll him around, and he overpowered him. And I see that happening in this fight, but this is a really tough one to call, because Masvidal is someone who can really light him up, and Askren against Robbie Lawler, his striking's just not on the level it really needs to be. It's all grappling for him, he hasn't really got very good striking skills at all. His defence is just not good enough. He's got quite a good chin on him, but his defence is just not good enough, and his striking just ain't good enough. But I still think he'll manage to get the submission victory on Jorge Masvidal. But that's a fight that I think every fight fan around the world is looking forward to, because that's going to be very interesting. And then Fight Night 155, Jermaine Durandamy versus Aspen Ladd. Not a fight I'm too interested in, to be honest. I won't lie to you, but I'm going to go with Durandamy on that one. But that's a fight that could go either way, really. It could be quite a competitive fight, but you know, it doesn't really interest me too much as an MMA fan. I just see Jermaine Durandamy being the bigger, stronger fighter, definitely more powerful, more experienced, and just the better striker all round. So I think she'll be able to control Aspen Ladd in most areas. Uriah Faber's also coming back, the co-main event of that, against Ricky Simon. It'll be very interested to see Uriah Faber back in action, as we're all very excited for, I believe. Obviously, a legend of the sport. I'm looking forward to his return. Also on that card, Josh Emmett versus Mirsad Bektic. A very interesting fight. I'm going to go with Josh Emmett on that one, just because his past performances, he's really impressed me. He's a good grappler, which a lot of people don't know. Josh Emmett is a really, really good grappler, but recently it's been his striking that stood out. He's got a lot of knockout power in his hands. Bektic also a fighter with with very good grappling. Not the best striking in the world, but very good grappling. I just see Josh Emmett getting maybe the KO victory in that. I don't really know how that's going to go out. It's going to be a good fight. And then the last one I'm going to cover, UFC on ESPN 4. Rafael dos Anjos versus Leon Edwards. This is an incredible fight. I am really looking forward to this one, just stylistically, and I just see it being a very competitive fight. It's a fight that really interests me, and I think it's going to interest many other people as well. Dos Anjos, a legend, a very, very talented striker, a very good grappler, a very well-rounded fighter with a big gas tank too, really good cardio. He's very tough. So obviously, I see him coming in as a big favourite. Leon Edwards, against Gunnar Nelson, he just looked incredible, really. He really imposed his will, dictated the pace. I think he really did look incredible. He looked intelligent, and he looked tough in that fight. He's a good striker. He's an all-rounder, really, a good striker. He's got pretty good grappling defence, good grappling. He's tough. He's got a good gas tank. And obviously he's hungry. He's coming up on the come up on his title run, so it's going to be a very interesting fight to see how this one goes. It's going to be a tough one to call, really. I'm going to go with Dos Anjos, but I'd like to see everyone else's opinion on that. Just after that Gunnar Nelson performance for Leon Edwards, I think that was just incredible, and he looked like a well-seasoned fighter there. And so that's a fight that I'm very looking forward to. So I'd like to hear all your opinions down below on what you think, your predictions, and I'll engage with you all in the comments. So thank you for watching, and I guess we're all looking forward to the fight, so I'm very looking forward to them. Tell me what you all think, and thank you for watching. See you later.